Mm-hmm.
I used to think that woodpeckers were the same as hummingbirds, like they were so small you couldn't see them. And these motherfuckers are bold. I was out
What?
smoking out.
This is mad random, bro. By the way, this is super mad random.
I thought you could hear it. So they're back there going to town on one of these trees, right? So I'm like, I'm at the smoker the other day, right? I'm on the smoker, like cooking or whatever, and I hear it. I'm like, what is that shit sound like? Something knocking. I look up in the tree. It's two of them going to town on the tree. I'm like, yo, what? Those are really woodpeckers. I've never seen one like up close or
Yo,
that close anyway.
I swear, I got good hearing, but I cannot hear that. I can't
Yeah,
hear
they
that.
out there going crazy. Damn trees gonna fall or something.
Oh man, what's going on, everybody? Man, it's we back. You know what I mean? Pre-show stuff.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
We've been getting early starts lately, instead of having
Yeah.
y'all waiting, and delaying y'all Friday nights, we get a little early jump with the pre-show.
Yeah.
Plus, there'll be so much stuff going on during the week. Sometimes you gotta try to squeeze some of that stuff into the pre-show.
Definitely, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, man. I mean, there's no better place to start than one of the biggest um, stories or situations going on this week, man. Is the fact that we don't really do sports too much on here, but we got to talk about this Stephon Diggs thing, and the fact that he was found not guilty with his case from Chef BBL, and you know what I mean? Like it's again, talking about therapy, talking about mental health, like that type of stuff takes a toll on your psyche. You know what I'm saying? Like an accusation like that, you know what I mean? And then to be found, not guilty. And there was so many inconsistencies in her story. Listen to her understand. It was bad what her attorneys did to her, man. Like,
And that's a crazy thing. Like, I'm not even gonna blame. Well, no, you know what? I am gonna blame the attorneys because when people come to you with a case, you don't have to take their case. If it sounds like they're lying to you and you can't prove them innocent or prove their story is true, like you could be like, yeah, I'm not touching this case. You know what I mean? Like they could have left her alone. Like, you know what I mean? And I didn't watch the case. I just watched the highlights of the case. But what I was watching, I'm like, yo, I would have threw this case out in the first 10 minutes if I was that judge. Because it was just bad. She's deleting text messages. And like, you do know technology is crazy now, right? Like, you think you deleted it, but it's somewhere. They will find it.
Facts.
And they can see that you deleted it, you damn dummy.
Definitely can't get rid of it. No way. Cannot get rid of it.
So,
Cannot get rid of it at all, man. You know what I mean? And it sucks because she could obviously, I'm not saying that was the only reason, but that was one of the reasons why the Patriots kind of was like, we want to cut ties. You know what I mean?
You think so? That's what I was going to ask you, too. You think that's why they let Steph go? Like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this.
Let me take those out because I couldn't hear you.
I said, I thought that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think that's the reason why they released him or let him go?
I mean, I don't think that's the complete reason, but I think ultimately that was part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, he came with a little bit of baggage, right? You know what I'm saying? But obviously that was something, bigger. And then obviously it was Christian Barmore had a similar case or something to that effect going on around that time. You know what I mean? And hey, what's up, Polka?
Polka.
Miss Williams. Miss Williams. Shout out to Polka P, Miss Dope in real life, and DJ.
Yeah,
man.
I think to your point, it taking a toll mentally. His play did drop off towards the end of the season when that shit came out. So it could have been due to that and whatever else he was dealing with too.
Definitely.
I mean, a lot of it's self-inflicted. All of it's self-inflicted, I should say. Like him dealing with her and then having two babies' mothers and bringing one.
Yep. Yeah, no, can't take it. Can't take the blame from him, but definitely that situation was something totally, different. And it was crazy how like nobody just corroborated that story of being in the house and hearing all this stuff. It was crazy. You know what I mean? And the sucky part about that is that it makes stuff like that makes it bad for people who actually went through something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the worst part about that situation.
And I stick to that point. I always say, if someone lied about someone doing something to them, they should serve the time for whatever that person was going to be found guilty of.
Yeah.
So if you're accusing someone of raping or something like that, or sexual harassment or something like that, and they find that you were lying, you should do the time that person was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because that's a stench that doesn't go away. Like, this shit's gonna carry with him, like, for his career. They're gonna be like, yeah, Stephon Diggs is great and this, that, and the third, but same thing with Mike Vrabel. Let's keep it right there.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know what the hell y'all was doing. But
I was about to go there next. I was like, with all that happened with Barmore and then with Diggs, and the coach has a bigger scandal than both of them. Like, combined.
Yeah, and he's like, he's supposedly this big on Family Guy and be a Family Guy first and this, that, and the third. And the cheating is one thing, but now all of a sudden there's video of him walking to a boat while she's 7 months pregnant with her son. Now people are like, yo, is that his son? Because his name is Mike too. Like, damn, Vrabel, you wilding out here. So y'all was both lying to y'all spouses, having an affair. Now she done had a kid that her husband don't even know if it's his right now.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, I want to say 14 or something like that, or something like that. But y'all, a lot of that mental pain is self-inflicted, man.
Yep. So can you imagine his psyche? Can you imagine Vrabel's psyche, like, outside of, like, obviously there's a football season you got to get ready for. As far as listeners, viewers, we're sorry. And I know y'all don't really rock us when we talking about sports, but this story, it kind of carries over into what our topic is talking about tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just about, mental health and just therapy and all that type of stuff, man. And it's, this Vrabel story, it's kind of taking on a life of its own. It's like every day you see more and more stuff with it. So, we gotta stay here all night though. But
not to get too heavy. Like, the Met Gala was also this week too.
The Met Gala was this week. Yeah, man.
There was some nice outfits, and of course there was some outlandish shit.
Definitely, absolutely. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I saw, like, the Jay-Z and Beyonce pictures, which was really dope. They had their daughter Blue Ivy there. But it was also, once again, it was some controversy around that because I believe it was either Bezos or Epstein, like one of those guys had an affiliation with it, and with everything going on, with the Epstein files and all that type of stuff. And it's like, people like, man, y'all still showing up for that kind of stuff. And like, these guys are the ones who are backers of it, like sponsorship and all that,
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, everybody tunes in for the outfits, though. Like, all the political shit. I mean, yeah, I guess, whatever. But the outfits are what everybody tuned in for. And the ones I saw, some of them was Russ and Sierra killed it. Russ is
okay. They usually kill it on the red carpet. They usually do kill it on the red carpet.
Yeah, and we was talking about this before the pre-show last week. Me, Chuck, and Hype. Sierra, oh man, Sierra's aging like fine wine, man. She's like, she getting better looking as she get older. So salute to her and salute to Russ, man, because I see why he keep having every other year. She's like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, yep, I see why.
Russ is like, you know what, man? Fuck football. The only balls that's getting thrown. Pause. Okay. Russ said, fuck that. Fuck throwing footballs. I'm throwing these other.
I'm trying to think. Oh, and she's climbing up my list right now. But Doechii looked good too.
Did she?
She was damn near. She was scantily clad, but it was classy the way she had it, and like her melanin was on full display. All that chocolate. She didn't have no shoes on, but it was dope. Like I was like, yo, that's fire.
Right. No shoes though. I wonder what that was all about.
I think it was and she had the henna tattoos on her hands too. I think she had them on her feet too, but I think it was just I don't even know what I want to call it, but it was definitely Afrocentric. Like I like how it looked. Like she had the like turban kind of headdress on, and yeah, she looked good.
Okay.
Beyond, like you said, Beyonce and Jay.
Beyonce and Jay.
Jay had the classic like rich man look with the tux with the. I think his tux had tails on paws, like, and he had on a crazy Philippe Patek watch, and I probably pronounced that wrong, but that's because I don't got money like that. Hightower would know how to pronounce that right.
Right. Hightower or Chuck would know how to pronounce that for sure.
But he had on a crazy watch. The Rock had a crazy watch on, like, yeah. So it was dope, like, to see that. And I'm not the biggest fashion guy, but like, and I'm not gonna watch the Met Gala. I'll check out the pictures the next day.
Right. Okay. No, that's dope, man. That's really dope. I know my guy too had a screening last night. I think something kind of went awry with that. You know what I mean? But like again, Secret Agendas will be out. I believe he said YouTube. You'll be able to check it out, cop it this weekend. He's gonna have it on sale. I believe it's either today or tomorrow. It was either today or tomorrow. He's gonna have that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I seen that earlier. He said something like a hard drive malfunction or something like that.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, I'll definitely be tuned in for that Secret Agendas. Like the trailer, I seen the trailer and it looked good.
Go ahead, talk again. I think I got it.
I was saying that Secret Agendas. I'm definitely gonna keep looking for it.
Oh, absolutely.
The trailer looked good.
Absolutely, definitely. I was mad I couldn't go to it. I got in from my cooking class late, and then when I looked online to see the tickets were sold out. So I was super, happy about that because I was like, word, you know what I mean? Like he sold it out, and then I saw that there was a link for you to be able to buy like the first like 4 episodes or something, or first I don't know. It was something where you was able to buy it for the first 4. You know what I'm saying? And it will be online. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
I seen earlier this week too. Speaking of filmmakers, shout out to Toot Whale and shout out to Hustle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I seen online earlier this week some girl posted something about now everybody in Boston want to be movie producers or this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, why do we always have like? And I just talk shit when I'm saying it. But like, why do we always have people that got to do like put down what people are trying to do? You know what I mean? Like they're in their lane. If you think everybody's trying to do it, so be it. Like the more people that try to do it, the more of a chance someone's gonna hit on it. So leave them be. You know what I mean? As long as it's productive, you know what I mean? Like who cares?
Yeah, this thing, this definitely is something, man, that just gets on my nerves, man. There doesn't have to be one of something.
Right.
It just doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm a chef, you're a DJ, right? Are we crazy to think that it's not gonna be other chefs and other DJs?
Right.
Should we hate all other chefs and DJs? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that thought process. And in the city, I just ignore it. A lot of times I see like that type of stuff on my timeline, but I just like why? Like there doesn't have to be one of something. Like everybody can be dope at what they do. It's always a competition or competitive thing with people for some like odd reason. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like I would call a chef if there was a job that I got offered and I couldn't do it. Like I would call one of my chef's friends, like, yo, is this I got this thing, yo, can you do this job? Like, just that simple. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't take away from me or nothing.
And then like you gotta there's always a first of something. Granted, they wouldn't be the first movie producer, but they'd be like, you know what I mean? There's always a first person to do something, and there's always someone that's laughing at them or saying, "Oh, you can't or you shouldn't do that." Like, so all y'all people out there that's doing your thing, don't let nobody talk you out of it. If that's your dream, follow.
Yeah. Yeah, no question. No question. All my fellow chefs, bakers, bartenders, you know what I mean, mixers, continue to do your thing, man. I salute you. I support you. Like it's so dope if we all out here, doing our thing, collaborating on stuff. Everybody's getting to the bag. One person can't feed the city, you know what I'm saying? One person can't make movies in the city. I mean, again, the dope thing about Toot and Hustle, what they look to do more than anything is they look to pick people from the town to be in their movies. They're looking to constantly do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're looking to put people on, give people opportunities. And I mean, it gets no better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets no better.
And then you get the other end of it too. You get the people that are so too in Hustle. They're aspiring producers. Like they have some stuff under their belt, but they're not Spike Lee or they're not Ryan Coogler and shit like that. But like you get some people that are actors in Boston trying to make it, looking down their nose like, oh, you're small time. I don't want to do that.
That's
like,
insane.
nah, fuck out of here.
That's insane. That's insane.
Like y'all get into that. Yo, Denzel got big because he believed in Spike's vision. He got on with Spike.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a couple of people did that. Martin too. Martin and do the right thing. Like, you know what I mean? So like stop looking down y'all nose at what people do in their hustle and everything.
Yeah. And shout out my guy Daniel Laurent, because Daniel Laurent's also out here doing his thing too. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So he's doing like
D. Laurent's out here doing his thing too. You know what I mean? So it's many more. Pardon me if I forget your name. I promise you, I'm not hating on you or anything like that. If I remembered your name, I would definitely shout you out. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what type of time I'm always on. So yeah, man. Shout out to the guys too, man. It's just us two rocking out. I know, Capo's having a weekend, you know what I mean, enjoying himself. High Towers, baby girl just turned 18, you know what I mean? So, he's doing that, dad life.
One more thing happened this week I want to get into. Let me do it this way.
And now it's time for a letter from Pain.
Shit.
So this one ain't nothing crazy because
okay.
Y'all usually be like, yo, he's about to go crazy, he's about to go on a rant, but nah. So this week is the end of an era, right?
I know where you're going.
Pebbles from Hot 96.9 retired from radio.
Wow.
I remember hearing her voice on WIOD when I was like 10, 11, maybe. It's just like, so I couldn't believe it. And like when they announced it on Monday, because I listened to their show while I'm at work driving around, and I remember them announcing it on Monday. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So like that, it's gonna be funny not hearing her voice on the radio anymore. It's like a staple, a Boston staple. If you're from Boston in the past, 4 decades. 5 almost.
Yeah, at least.
You've heard Pebbles' voice on the radio in the morning, and I think on IOD she might have been on the afternoon a couple times or whatever. But it's just a staple. And they had her last day was today. And they had a bunch of people go up there and they were saying stuff. Shout out to my guy G-Spin, one of my DJ mentors. And the morning crew is just like pouring into her and and giving her flowers. So I was like, you know what? As someone who aspired to be on the radio and now is doing podcasting with y'all, I felt it only right to salute her and thank her because she literally was on every radio station that pioneered or played or broke in hip hop and R&B in Boston. WIOD, Jamin, and then Hot. Like, so if you're doing hip hop in Boston or you love hip hop and you're from Boston, you have to have nothing but respect for Pebbles and salute on a great career. I mean, she's still going to be around, they said, but yeah, so just salute.
Wow. 4 decades in this game, in this city, that's amazing, man. That's amazing, man. She's definitely been a voice that's just synonymous with Boston radio, yo. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those legendary figures. So yeah, shout out to Pebs. That's dope.
Yeah, man. I as many people as me and her know in common, I never got the chance to meet her in person.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm still grateful for her contribution to Boston radio.
Absolutely.
True legend. True legend.
Absolutely, man. 4 decades. Wow. So today was her last day.
Yeah, today was her last day. That's crazy.
Wow. Did they say someone's gonna come in and replace her, or like?
I don't think so. I think they're just gonna go down to the 3 people on the show now: Ramiro, Melissa, and Leroy Irvin. So yeah, so shout to them too, man. They do a good job over there. But Pebbles, you will be missed. So and she did 37 years, and we did 199 episodes so far.
Let's get it.
Hey yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic, yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel High Tower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne, keep it 100. Matter of fact, keep it a mill. Let's go.
Yo,
199. Damn.
199, man.
And we be saying damn about that. And she did 37 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, yeah, because I don't think like, you know, when this first started, you know, and I don't want to get too deep into it. Obviously, we got a 200 episode next week, but I wasn't sure like it would go like this far, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see that in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's still mind-boggling to think like, you know what I mean? Like, wow, that's 199 episodes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot. And that's just this show.
That was my next point. I'm like, we're sticking in a single lane, right? We're doing 199 here. But then you think about we have 6 other shows on the network. And some of us are on them, you know what I mean? So it's like you count those 2 to go back, to trace all the way back to the roots of where we first came from. Like, I think next week we should play like all the past theme songs and all that shit. Like that'll be great.
If we got them queued up, that would be fine. I'm curious to hear like, because I don't even remember what.
I know you was using instrumentals and I was talking over them at first, and then we got in touch with D White, like, yo, we need a theme song.
Yeah. D White blessed us with the power type song because we've kept it for this long. We've never had any desire to change the song. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, D White went and did his thing, man. So shout out to D White, shout out to Ray, shout out to Hinex DF, you know, everybody watching, man, pulling up.
Yeah, shout out to all of y'all for tuning in on a Friday night. With us before y'all go out and get drunk.
Right. Right. I heard Donald Rollins is in town tonight, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, word?
At the comedy something, because my brother, he was talking to me earlier. He's like, yo, if you coming out, I'll leave you a ticket at the door. I was like, oh.
Yeah. See, I gotta save my money because my new woman crush, my new celeb crush is coming on the 24th to City Winery. So I'm gonna try to go check her show out.
Oh shit! Listen to her, man. Yeah, Donovan gonna put hands on you.
No, not Coco. Me and Coco on the rocks because of her and Donovan.
Okay.
Takara Williams.
Who?
Takara Williams.
Oh, got you. Oh,
Yeah,
comedian.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah. Funny.
And as a student of comedy, and y'all know, everybody knows I'm a freaking class clown. As a student of comedy, I never used to find female comics funny. I just felt like they were mostly raunchy, like their language, and that's what came across funny. Her material is actually funny as shit.
Her material is very funny. I catch a lot of her clips online and stuff, and yeah, she's really good. I like, she mixes in those elements, talking about family and all that stuff with her daughter. And all that. That's super dope. No.
Her and Miss Pat be having me in tears.
And she actually has something on the Netflix as a joke thing too. I know it's a lot of stuff on Netflix about some comedy specials. So yeah. Check that out. But yeah, man, tonight, I mean, we're probably going into a lane that I'm not sure if we've been past this before. We talked about this before, but obviously the title is Couch and Coffee, and it's regarding talking about Black men and therapy. You know what I'm saying, and talk about that aspect that obviously you and I, as guys in our 40s, we look at totally different than what we looked at when we were, a lot younger. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, let's just start there. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the beginning, like, why do you think, or what was, reason, or what were some things that you heard about therapy, or early thoughts about therapy, of what that was like when we were younger?
Early thoughts about therapy, and I think this may be widely true across our community, is that people thought people that went to therapy were crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Not necessarily. Like, in beginning, psychiatrists confused with therapists, which is two different things. You know what I mean? And again, that's something that I didn't know until I got older as well. Like, I had to look up what a psychologist versus a psychiatrist versus a therapist was. You know what I mean? Like, it's all different things. So, but yeah, I think that's the stigma behind it, is like, oh, you go to therapy? Cuckoo.
Right.
So that's not the case.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, early as a kid, right? And as young men growing up, in Dorchester, like, do you remember any early signs of being taught, like, about emotions or anything like that, having to, like, what was that even like? You know what I'm saying? Because I know for me, like, I didn't know anything about that. It was like, yo, no, you had to, like, you were taught to man up. Like my uncles, my dad, like those guys, that's what you were taught. That was instilled in you as a youngin. You know what I'm saying? Like, but why do you think that is, though? Like, what was the reason for it?
People have often associated emotion with being feminine. So a lot of times your older, your OGs, your uncles, your older cousins, your big brothers, your pops, be like, yo, men don't cry. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm grateful to my father for, like, how he raised me, because while I think he had that mentality, he did it a different way. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if I cried, he'd let me cry it out and be like, yo, you good? All right. But if I came in the house crying because I was in a fight, he'd be like, you better get back out there. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? So toughen up in a different way. You know what I mean? Right. So, like, and it taught me not to back down, which most people will tell you. That's why most people think I'm fucking loopy now, because they're like, yo, I tried to fight, and I don't even know if he's still alive, but if he is, shout to Big John that used to come down to the hall. And this dude was like 6'7", 450. And I tried to fight him. And that's when I weighed $185, soaking wet with Tim's on.
Why are you trying to fight John, bro? What was that all about?
It was behind a foul call or something stupid.
Some basketball shit. Oh, man.
Yeah. Like, something stupid. And he tried to test me and thought I was going to back down. And I was like, no. Nigga, I'm not back. I don't give a fuck if you're the size of a building.
Right.
So, but yeah, nah, definitely, I think it's like an OG thing. They just assume or they were brought up the same way. Like showing emotion is weakness, and weakness is feminine.
Mm. Yeah, no, it was that was pretty much the same stigma that I got, growing up as well. Is that again, you just had to man up, and yeah, you were if you cried, you were less of a man. You were a weaker man. Like it was just you could not do that type of stuff. It's almost like under any circumstance. You know what I'm saying too? Like you were told like that was a way, and it's like, well, wait. Like I just saw my friend get shot. Like,
When am I supposed to be hurt?
how am I supposed to suppress? How am I supposed to suppress that? Like,
Right,
what?
like
Like, wait a minute.
yeah.
I just see the dead body. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Right.
I act like it's. I think that was one thing is that like we normalized that kind of stuff like growing up. Like it just became like it was no big deal. And like it's like, nah, that is kind of a big deal. Like, how are you just supposed to move on after seeing like, a friend of yours, get shot or something like that? That's crazy thing that we normalize that kind of stuff, man. I could just never, because we both obviously been through things where losing friends, you know what I mean, or friends getting shot, and it's like you mean to tell me I have to just be tough about that? And like,
Right. Like, nah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think, and that's the one thing again, that's why, so many of our OGs, a lot of them now, you can see they've kind of taken that path to mental health and therapy and all that type of stuff, because if you don't deal with it, it's going to deal with you one way or another.
Yeah, it's gonna come out another way, and probably a destructive way at that.
Right. So that was another thing, like, hold on. Like with anger, like that was part of it. It made people like angry. You know what I mean? Like, because you had no other outlet, you couldn't cry about it. So the next thing to do was be upset, was be angry, which caused, all types of things, and, God willing, domestic violence and just all that type of stuff that you were told to deal with. You know what I mean? So no, that was a tough thing. You know what I mean? So at what age did you realize you were carrying pain you never dealt with?
I want to say maybe like 18. I used to be like a really bad sore loser. Like I still hate losing in sports anyway, but back then I used to get superhuman strength from somewhere because I was so angry behind losing. Like, I mean, the steel trash cans that are in parks?
Yep.
I was throwing those over fences. I was ripping T-shirts off like Hulk Hogan. Like, I was getting angry, and I got so angry one day that I felt dizzy. Down. And I think that's the day when I became this person that everybody meets now that's really calm until you get me to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think I've only experienced that one time with you, seeing you like get to that level, and that was the flag football game years ago at Dorchester High. I think that's the only time. That's the only time I think I've ever saw you like that. Why I did a double take, like, what, yo, like, yo, bro, you good? Like this really ain't like you, but like, I forget what happened that got you even to that point.
I remember. Bunch of grown ass crybabies. Like, that's why I said I could never rep, because I'll snap. Like the dudes, and it's a lot of the dudes that we know grew up playing basketball with that cry in basketball. They was crying in, and I was like, yo, I snapped. I was like, yo, enough, and the whole fucking field froze. Like, yo, he just snapped on all of us, and they chilled the fuck out though.
Yeah, definitely. Oh no, it was smooth after that. Yeah. It was super smooth after that. It was definitely no issue. Oh man. So I mean, why is therapy, do you think, like, is it taboo? Why do you think it's taboo?
I mean, just like we said earlier, and Henix said it too. You're either crazy. The people just think you're either crazy or have some type of mental issue.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way, because even if it is because the person is crazy, they're trying to get better. So it should be looked at as a resource as opposed to a detriment. You know what I mean? And I think it's become that now, but also on the other hand, it's becoming a crutch because we see athletes trying to use it. Like we talked about it a couple episodes ago, athletes and celebrities and stuff like that using it as a get out of jail free card. You know what I mean? Like the whole incidents we were talking about in the pre-show, Mike Vrabel going to therapy the day of the draft because of what he did. Like, take accountability.
Yeah.
What is therapy going to do for you with that? I mean, other than like marriage counseling, which is exactly what you're going to need if your wife even wants to deal with you after that. Like,
right.
This isn't a get out of jail free card. Don't use it as that because now you're cheapening it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right with that. Definitely. Okay. Do you think black men avoid therapy because of pride or because we were never taught emotional tools?
I think it's a little bit of both. Pride because of what we just said.
As men, you don't want to look weak, appear like you're weak.
Yeah. And then what was the other option? I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. Do black men avoid therapy because of pride or because we were never taught emotional tools?
Oh yeah. And that's a big one because like you said before, like you start crying when you're younger and they're like, yo, man up. Men don't cry. So now you're not taught the right coping mechanism. You're just taught to suck it up. So it's like, all right, I'm better now, but you're really not. You know what I mean? Like you just pinned it down. And eventually once you pin so much shit down, something's going to blow up.
It's going to explode. Yeah, it's going to explode. No question.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it. It's going to explode. How many black men you think are functioning while silently breaking down because of everything that's like been so suppressed inside?
Oof, a lot. Like we know a few, and those meltdowns happen. Like, you know, we see it in basketball games, and a lot of us are like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with him? It's nothing to do with the game. I can guarantee you that someone could have had a bad night or something happened, someone passed away and they never dealt with it right, and now it's coming out in another way, like we've been saying. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different things. Like, real quick, going back to that other question, like, do you feel like your OGs equipped you emotionally to deal with stuff, or you had to learn it on your own?
I had to learn it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to learn it on my own. Again, like my OGs and the stuff that I had growing up, they were you know what I mean? Like some were cool guys, but a lot of them were street guys, right? I mean, we grew up in Dorchester where, like, you know, some of the first signs, I won't say everybody we saw the signs of success, but a lot of them were guys that were in the streets, like doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they were cool, they could have been friends of your brother, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's generational stuff passed down. They're teaching you only ways that they were taught. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so at some point it has to stop with somebody. It probably stopped with maybe like guys like us in our generation where we were like, okay, we were able to equip, like, okay, this is how we got to move and handle things before. But nah. I was taught about survival, how to survive, how to move around out here, even though you're not a street kid, you're not into gang banging and stuff like that, but you still got to know how to move out here, just making sure you're aware of your surroundings and like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those are the things that we were taught. Well, I was taught more so. I mean, you too, because I know some of your OGs too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, they weren't teaching us that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They were teaching us just how to survive and move and like, don't let no one rock your sleep and what I mean, keep your head in a swivel, like just to be knowing what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's very rare that we were taught that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I think it didn't hit us until we got older and what I mean, became fathers and all that type of stuff. And you're like, wait. Like,
but even that and having to be in survival mode all the time, that's not normal.
No,
it's normal to us, but that's not normal.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
That can wear on somebody every now and then to have to always be on guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For whether it's street stuff or whatever it is. Some people have walls up for relationship reasons. Some people have walls up for street stuff. They don't trust anybody. You know what I mean? Like that can wear on people, and they don't know it until like it's too late.
No, until you get older, and again, you just start looking at life from a different, set of lens, and you're seeing things just totally different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it definitely wasn't a way of life to always be in survival mode. But unfortunately, the times that we grew up in the 90s, at the height of gang banging and stuff and wearing certain hats and like it was crazy. Like it was crazy. How are you about to make a joke out of this type of stuff?
Because the survival mode shit, right? It's crazy. I got into so many different survival situations that if I wasn't taught by my pops or my OGs what to look out for, I'd be a chalk outline, right?
Yeah.
So when I first moved to Four Corners, I still used to go hang out down my grandmother's house down off of Dudley Street, right?
Okay.
So I knew some guys down there, but there was some like turnover in the guys that I grew up with down there. So I didn't know the new guys around there. But when I first moved to Four Corners, like me, my guy BB, my brother Will, and I forget, it was one more person. I want to say it was Virgil Moses. Shout out to D.
Shout out to my guy Virgil.
Right, we walking like we're like, yo, let's go downtown. Like, word, all right, cool. But we all cheap. Like, we got money for 2 buses, so we was like, yo, we can't catch the 23 and then the 49, so let's walk to Dudley from Four Corners, right?
Jesus, what?
Yo, we took the most dangerous path to get down there. We made it though. Like we walked down the tracks to Upham's Corner stop, the commuter rail. So we walked down the commuter rail tracks. We get by Magnolia. And my boy BB is known for talking shit. He don't care who it is. So one of the dudes from Magnolia is like, yo, where y'all from? We had just got off the tracks and was walking down, I think that's Alexander Street.
Yeah.
Walking down Alexander. They're like, yo, where y'all from? And I'm like, BB, don't do it. He's like, from your mother's house. I'm like, oh, this nigga's crazy. Yeah, like 20 other niggas came out of the woods. I'm like, oh, this nigga's about to get us killed. And then we take off running. We look back. Will's still like walking. He's like, yo, my stomach hurt. Me and BB went back. BB snatched Will. He basically got him on his shoulder running. And at the time I was running a 4.40. I was out. So I'm like, yo, we got to Dudley Street. Was like, all right, we good. Then we had to walk past OP. We didn't say nothing we didn't see nobody at OP. Thank God, because I'm like, yo, BB, we already left us, you know what I mean? But that shit was so crazy. I'm like, yo, luckily I was in survival mode because I was like, all right, we at Magnolia. And I'm like, yo, we got to run. And I knew which way to go. Like, I knew the out. Like, you know what I mean? So, because I'm like, yo, we can't cut up Magnolia. We got to go straight down to W. But that just makes me, when you said survival mode, if I didn't know to always have an out, you know what I mean? Like, if we would have kept walking down them tracks to the Upham's Corner station, we would have had to go through all 20 of them with 4 of us. Like, nope, we got to get off these tracks.
Yeah, definitely. Because, at that time, the tracks, people knew all those cuts and all that stuff to get through all that. So that It was definitely a trap.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, we gotta get off these tracks. And that's when dude popped out. I'm like, on the tracks right behind us. I'm like, oh, thank God we got off when we did.
Wow. And you guys were able. So I'm guessing you guys got downtown safe and sound, everything like that.
Yeah, thank God. That dude, BB almost got me killed so many times. That's still my guy, but I'm like, this dude in his mouth on pause almost got me killed like 80 million times.
Okay. Wow. That is a oh my God.
But them survival skills, man, thank God for those. Like,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely. No question about it, man. No question. You know, man. Do people check on black men emotionally or only when useful?
I've always said it's only when useful. Like, I don't think people check on black men enough. Like, when I ask someone, yo, you good? I'm really asking, are you good? I'm not asking like in the moment. Like, if there's something going on, and you need someone to talk to, that's what I'm saying to you. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, or if I ask how's everything, or how's it going? Like, I'm really asking. I'm not going through the motions. You know what I mean? And more people need to do that. Like, because sometimes someone just wants to get it out, like whatever it is. Like, all right, yeah, work stressing me the fuck out. I can't deal with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
And not enough people check on black men. Like, and we got so much shit going on. Like, not just normal every day. Being a black man in America is enough.
Right. I mean, we were talking about this like before we got on the show tonight. We were just talking about the state of just, you and I, and like just like thinking about all the hats that we wear. You know what I mean? And I don't mean, your caps, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally talking about, all of the hats that you wear on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both fathers, we're both sons, you know what I mean? Like, have our jobs, we're workers, we have coworkers. Like, there's so many things that we do, and we're expected to show up all the time. Like, everything is just, okay. And sometimes it's not always, like that. So definitely, what I mean? It's like, people don't check on us like we should. It was one of the biggest reasons, like, what I mean? Like, and I'm kind of freestyling at this point a little bit, but that led me to therapy. It was like, some of it was because sometimes it feels like just the walls are just closing in on you, and it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, now I do think that, with having 199 episodes, that we've built a brotherhood to where we've had each other for outlets to be able to talk to about different things and whatever's going on in our personal life. But yeah, what I mean? It's tough when you wear like so many hats on a day-to-day basis, and you're expected to show up. And it's like everything is, you're just supposed to be fine. Like, you're not supposed to be going through something. You're not supposed to be emotional. You're just supposed to be one way. Like, I'm good. That's it. And to your point, yeah, nobody, you know what I mean? Like, I won't say nobody. I think I've had some family that will genuinely call up and check, but it's probably not as often as it should be. But I'm grateful for the ones that do. You know what I'm saying? I won't complain about everybody doing it. Like, it's just, so yeah, it is what it is in that regard. But yeah, what are your thoughts on just therapy? Have you ever did therapy before? Like, if you even want to expound upon that. I mean, this is obviously, it's, again, we're men in our 40s, so we can have these conversations now that when we were, like 16 or 20 something.
Yeah. I did do therapy before. I definitely want to do it again because like you said, just having so many hats, you know what I mean? And there was like, everybody goes through some dark periods, or where they're just really down in the dumps, or like they're going through a lot of stuff. it's hard to deal with when you have so many hats, like you said. Like, I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a son. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a protector and provider. Granted, my 3 daughters are all grown, but no matter how old your kids are, you're still a parent. Like, they still text me and ask me to do stuff or ask me for stuff. And then I got the little guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've been in this mode, and that was one of the things I wanted to go to therapy about, because mentally, before he came, I'm like, yo, I've been stuck in parent mode since I was 20. Like, when your kids are older, you kind of can fall back. You're just there for support. You're not there like holding their hand through stuff. And I'm like, word, okay, it's me time now. And now here comes little guy. And I was like, it felt like the world was falling on me. And I was like, damn, I should be happier about this than I am. You know what I mean? And it just was like too much. And I was like, I need to go to therapy behind it. I mean, I dealt with it. And of course, I'm happy as hell he's here. Like, I bring him to my games. I bring him to my games on Sunday at the Shell One. And if he's not there, everybody's like, yo, where's little man? They can't wait to see him because he's like all over the place. But he ain't little no damn more. He's too damn big.
Nah, hell no. Nephew's a bundle of joy, man. Nephew,
yeah, absolutely.
He's always got good energy. He's a happy baby. He's a happy kid. He's always smiling, laughing, playing around. You know what I mean? Just make sure you feed him, and he's good.
Make sure you feed him. Make sure when he's tired, you lay him down, because that's when he turns into the Tasmanian devil.
No, definitely. So, I mean, how do you think you'll teach your son emotional health if nobody taught it to you?
So I've been going about it so far the way my father goes about it. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hold his hand through everything, but if he hit, like, you know, he falls or whatever, and he's fallen a few times, and, you know, bumped his head on the wall, bumped his head on something, and he cries. I let him cry for a minute, and I'm like, you're okay, you're not bleeding. I check him out, make sure he's good. I'm like, you're all right. And if you keep telling him he's okay, and you're holding him, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to hug him and kiss him and give him the love, like,
that's a mother or a woman straight. That's not
good. Like, nah. You pick him up, like, you good? All right, you're okay. All right, calm down. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that way, like, because, all right, he gets it out.
Right.
And then he's like, wait, okay.
I'm good. Right. Right up. I mean, I don't have any sons. Obviously, I got a 16-year-old, but I have nephews. You know what I'm saying? And before I have my daughter, my nephews were like my kids. You know what I'm saying? I had them everywhere with me, hanging out, and they're much older now, and so it's tough because, again, that's another hat that I wear. Right? I'm an uncle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very involved uncle. You know what I'm saying? So that can be tough, trying to balance, you know what I'm saying, that out and make sure I give them the game and just advice and just being there for them, you know, but also making sure I provide tough love too. You know what I'm saying? But I balance it out too. It's not just always tough love where it's like, yo, man, like, you know, you're going to go through some things. It's okay to be upset about something. It's okay to feel away, be that, whatever the case may be. But yo, you do got to pick yourself up and brush yourself off and, just, you know what I mean, keep it pushing. But I ain't saying you're not allowed to feel the way you feel. Like, it's okay. It's a part of life. But just know that it's just a time frame or a period that you're going through. It's not something that is going to be forever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest thing of showing them, like, you know, man, it's gonna happen. I give them examples, like, yo, it's happened to me. This is what's happened to me. This is how I reacted from it. I may have felt the way. I may have been upset, cried, whatever. However I displayed my emotion from it, but I got up, dusted myself off, and got right back to it. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them, don't stay in that rut forever. You know what I'm saying? Like however it lasts long. You know what I mean? Not saying you're not supposed to feel a way. I don't say toughen up. I don't say be a man. I don't say any of that stuff. You know what I mean? But I say, yo, you're gonna go through time periods, and yo, it's gonna be like that, and
Yeah.
it is. Our uncle will always be here for you if you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes, like, as an uncle and as a father,
Yep.
tough love is necessary. Tough,
Oh,
not
cool.
cruel.
Yep.
Like, there's a difference between tough love and cruel. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like just an example, like, your nephew is at work and he's constantly being late and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Then he comes to you complaining. Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, and he comes to you complaining about the boss, like, oh, the boss is on my back. Like, you know what I mean? I was late a couple times. Like, you sit there and listen to him and then like, yo, you're fucking up. Like, he has every right to be mad. So clean up your shit. You gotta be on time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of mental issues for Black men too, and I'm gonna get some flack for this too, because I've yelled at Christian's mom about this a couple times, like over coddling. Mothers over coddling their sons, and like they not thinking that their sons are doing anything wrong, fucks with guys' mental, because now they don't know how to deal with adversity in a way. You know what I mean? Like, if they can do no wrong in your sight, now they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get away with whatever I do anyway.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, like, that's why a lot of these gangbangers that get shot or whatever, or drug dealers, their mothers be crying like, oh, my baby never hurt nobody. You know damn well little man had 10 kilos under his bed. You knew that. Like, stop saying that. Like, you was okay with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? So if they're acting up, like, yo, and if there's no strong male figure in their life, like, my pops got locked up in my teens, which is an age where most of us go fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and my mother, anyone that's ever met my mother is all of what, 5'3", 5'4", maybe.
Shout out to Miss Claiborne, man.
Yeah, but she would have whooped my ass. She would have tried to fight me like a dude in the street if I would have fucked up. And I knew that. Had I not known that, and she would have coddled me and made excuse after excuse after excuse, I'd probably be locked up with a bunch of my friends that I grew up with or family members that were coddled. You know what I mean? Like, so don't over coddle your sons, and fathers stop over spoiling your daughters. But that's a whole nother show.
Oh shit.
That's a whole nother show. And I'm talking shit. I spoil my 3 girls, but I don't over spoil them. At least I don't think so.
I mean, I have one, and you already know she's the only one. So she pretty much gets whatever she wants. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely tough on her with making sure your grades and all that stuff is good. But again, that's a whole other show. Stay here. You have 3 girls, I have 1. That's a whole other hour, so we can sit back and talk about that. So we talked about a lot about therapy and the things that we were taught, man. But let's get to the good part of it. What is the healing like in that part of your life? Where have you been through these things? So what does that look like? How important are safe spaces for men to have? You know what I'm saying? I can allude to having, I've been going to this father empowerment circle for about 3 years now. And it's just went to one Monday. And it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how important it was until I started going, and just it would happen. First of all, shout out to my man Kari, and the Father Empowerment Circle happens the first Monday of each month at the Roxbury Library. We meet from 6:15 to 7:45. It's a really dope circle. Teachers, all different kinds of professionals. My man James Lambert, who's like, the plug with stuff, he connected me with that. but it's very necessary. It's very needed. I love it. You know, what I mean, I know you live out kind of far, so it's kind of tough for you to. But like I've encouraged the guys to pull up. It's a beautiful thing. It's good, but what I'm saying, like it's needed and necessary. You know what I'm saying, like for those things, man. So I mean, you know. You're always welcome to come there anytime you want to. I mean, next month is our last session for the year because the guy who runs it is a school teacher, so they take the summer and stuff off, and then we come back in September. But yeah, man, I like. Do you have a thought or opinion on those type of settings and circles, like almost like barbershop talk to a degree,
Yeah.
right? That's the original place for men for therapy. So, what do you feel about safe spaces for men to have to talk about things?
I love it. And like a couple years back, we had our healing circle game nights here at the crib. We were doing them. At first, I was yeah. So before it became the healing circle thing, I was only doing them like quarterly. I do one in the spring, one in the summer, one in the fall, etc. And then my cousin, shout out to T, he was like, after one, he felt so good. And they didn't start out as that. But we were having such a deep conversation playing a game one time that he was like, yo, cuz I feel so good after leaving there. I went home, talked to my girl. We got this straightened out, this straightened out. He was like, yo, you need to do that every month. And anybody that knows me knows I like my alone time. So every month was like, I don't know at first. But then we started doing them. And then from that, we did a Monopoly night where we had, the fellas came over, we had food, did Monopoly. And I want to get back to that. Like, I want to start having guys come through, we do some dominoes, we do poker, we do Monopoly, whatever it is, watch something on the TV, you know what I mean? Throw something on the grill or the smoker, especially since now it's getting warmer out.
Sure, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So definitely want to get back to that. Safe spaces are very important for men and women. And I'm going to say this part real quick. Women, being a safe space for your man is the key. Because if your man does not feel safe coming to you, talking about stuff, or you do not bring him peace, 9 times out of 10, y'all think it's when guys leave, and this ties back into our conversation from last week. When y'all think a guy cheats, it's because the woman, because of looks or whatever, it's because of peace. So if you're not his safe space, your days are numbered. So get it together and be your significant other's safe space, both men and women.
Yep. That's a fact. That might be a mic dropper there. You know what I mean? But do you think one of the strongest things a black man can say is "I'm not okay"?
Yes, and it's such a hard thing to say for only 3 words. I'm not okay. Like, it's a really hard thing for some people to admit.
Yeah. Again, we're taught to be, again, it doesn't mean that you still won't knock someone's head off or pause, like you won't knock someone's blood if it got to, but it just means like, yo, it's just, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where I'm not, man. And it's the worst thing you could do is fake those times and moments and stuff like that. Because again, there's pent up aggression, there's resentment, there's a bunch of things that it comes out in other forms, like we said, anger, other stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm definitely hoping and urging you to get back those game nights for men. For ladies, respectfully, we don't mean nothing by that, but safe spaces for men are super duper.
Uh-oh. Did we lose me? Uh-oh. I think we lost Maine, his reception or something. He's frozen. Yo, there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, we're spinning. But nah, man, you got to get back to those game nights for Monopoly, because you always come up with like these cool ass.
Yeah, that was the theme for that night. We Monopoly, so it was a Monopoly night that we had or whatever. Who was it? Rockland, Sparks, my cousin T, A couple other people. Were you there for that? No, I think.
I might have came to one of them. I know I did come to one of them. I believe
Yeah.
I did come to one of them. And shout out my man Rockland, because Rockland pulled up to the Father Empowerment Circle Monday, and that was dope to see him, because I remember talking to him about that at your spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely got to get, again, quarterly, however you want to do it, once a month. We know you like your alone time, whatever the case may be. But with the weather getting nice, that it would be dope to kind of have those circles, have those things back for just the men, where we can come out and, again, I'll come cook on the grill, whatever the case may be, however we want to do it, but do something like that. I think that would be like really, really dope.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Even something as small as a group chat could be a safe space too.
Yeah.
I know they get annoying when people get into them, and you may be doing something and your phone's constantly going off, but sometimes.
Right.
Yo, I have one with my guys. Shout out to Val Beats, DJ Q, DJ Jinx, Ill Neil, my man Howard Knox, and my brothers Ears and Will. Like, I got one with them, and I had to mute it because I'd be at work and 72 messages. Like, yo,
Jesus.
Like, all right, yeah, I got to mute this and catch up later or something.
Before we get out of here, I'm going to ask you one more last question. I don't know how long. Hopefully, it won't take us into a deeper dive. What's harder for Black men, vulnerability or accountability?
For Black men, it's vulnerability, I think. We don't want to seem weak, and we're taught not to be weak. So vulnerability is a rough one for us, like admitting or saying that you need help, or like you said, I'm not okay. Those are two of the toughest things for Black men to say. Yeah. Like, and I think, no, I'm not going to get into my, actually, you know what? In the spirit of hustle, accountability is the kryptonite for Black women.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go.
I don't even know if they know how to pronounce it.
Here you go. now I know we get to that finish line right there. I know we get to that finish line. Oh man! So the guy Little is not with us tonight, but I did have a little statement I wanted to say, a close argument. Not a mirror time, similar to it, something like that. You know what I mean? But shout out to Little, because, yeah. But to your point, though, I'm sorry, I don't want to get too far ahead. Yes, I agree. Vulnerability is the biggest thing for Black men. Absolutely, positively, no question. Mm-hmm. Accountability does come second. But yeah, that's woman's number one thing. All right. So healing doesn't make Black men weak. It makes us available for the people we love. Our community praises toughness, but maybe it's time we praise emotional honesty too.
Yeah.
So shout out to the guys, enjoying their weekend. Little's working, Hightower's off. He's got an ATM role, hustles out, doing what he do. You know what I mean? But this was a good one and very much needed. Like therapy in our community. So, Sparring, you got any parting shots before we get up out of here?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, of course.
Yeah.
And shout out to my people that I got lined up so far, and I'm still looking for more. So, single ladies and single men, Heartboxing is coming back.
That's all. So
we're lining up people for season 4. So, and I've been slacking on uploading season 2 and season 3 to Spotify. So, pardon me, people, on that. I'll get moving on that. But yeah, Heartboxing is coming back now that Mrs. Williams and Mr. Williams tied. Well, 3 weeks ago now. But damn, they almost been a month, honestly, because they're
crazy.
Married on the 11th. Yeah. So yeah. So now that they got the wedding out of the way. And, Coca's recovering from surgery, so shout out to her. Get well, sis. We got Heartboxing coming up, so all my single ladies and single men, feel free to inbox me. Come on, Heartboxing. Step outside the box and take a chance. You know what I mean? That's what Heartboxing is about.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna talk to you privately behind the scenes. I know you've done things differently with Heart Boxing as far as the end of it, but maybe if we can gather a place and time or somewhere to have it at, maybe we'll make the prize a private chef dinner by your boy. You know what I'm saying? So we got to talk about that offline, but I think that would be something really dope to add to it for the winning man or woman, whoever wins that thing. We'll work that out in the end. Football is off this week. Obviously, it's Mother's Day weekend, so shout out to all the amazing moms that are here with us, that's not here with us. I mean, so it's going to be a tough weekend for some people. Again, this is why we got to be there for everybody in community and stuff like that. So
absolutely,
you know what I mean. But other than that, Sparring Minds listeners, viewers, we appreciate y'all. Episode 199 is in the books. We'll see y'all back next week with the whole gang.
200 next week.
200 next week. Crazy to think about that. Peace.